He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 11, episode 14. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. And I want to get this done before I go to bed. Because if I go to bed by like 4:30, Cardi B just posted a video. If I go to bed like by 4:30, if I can be in bed by 5, I can get like 5 hours of sleep. Well, 6 if I get up at 11 and then get to work. We shall see how that goes. Anyway, let's get started on the review. Hello, though, to all my J Birds, and I love you all. Okay, so we see the episode starts off. They are still in Tokyo. I'm like, they've been in Tokyo for a long time. It's been a good, 3 episodes in Tokyo? Get back to America. You know, we see Portia on the phone, and she gets a call from Dennis because he sent her flowers, and she's very, very happy about her flowers, and they're both acting a little bit horny, okay? Just saying how they miss each other, and how they have not been apart for this long before. So they're ready to get back together, okay? But she won't be back for 2 days. Anyway, she brings up how, before she left, her and Dennis was kind of at odds a little bit because of the whole, what did you send, the text or whatever, just at odds. She said, you know what? I feel like we're going to leave the past in the past, and whoever he used to date, I don't care anymore, whatever, and we're going to be happy and in love, whatever. I'm like, okay. So we do see all of the ladies get together for Eva's bridal shower party that Tanya is planning. And Tanya has went all out. She has all kind of little foods and decorations and drinks on and stuff for everyone to come and then have a good time in. Candy, though, seems to be the only one who thought when she said, dress up like, in your pajamas, she wore pajamas. She wore like regular pajamas where the other ladies came kind of like sexy type stuff. And I'm like, I would have came in pajamas too. Portia does have a new confessional look though. So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. It's real drag queen-ish. Like a drag queen had to have done her makeup. Like, I don't think anyone else. That is straight off of the runway of RuPaul's Drag Race, all up and through. Okay? Hey, Pit Crew is what she looks like, and she gonna come running in. I mean, it's not ugly or whatever, but it's very drag queenish. Like, I'm like, girl, it's a lot. Anyway, I was like, girl, I like the other one, Anyway, so we see that whole part. It's a nice little party, whatever. We do see Portia talk about her and Dennis is on good terms now, and how now that they know she's pregnant, she ain't gotta hide it no more. And then Tanya bring up how Dennis mentioned to her man that she was pregnant. See, he wasn't supposed to tell nobody or whatever. She's like, yeah, but we ever talking about marriage or whatever. They're like, wait, like, y'all get married? And she said, well, we've been talking about it. We was looking at rings like a few months ago. And they like, this girl is really in a full-fledged, whole-headed, full speed ahead relationship. So as Portia talking more and more, Kenny's like, I'm happy for Portia. Like I didn't know that they were this serious. And I'm very happy for her regardless of what we got going on. Cute. We see Eva is still there, even though her grandfather, is sick and in the hospital. She says she's not going back home yet, mainly because he has not passed away. And so he's still holding on. And so she says she's going to go see him when they leave Tokyo in like 2 days. She's going to go fly out and be with him. And I'm like, but what if like he died before then? But teach their own. Anyway, we then see Nene comes in. And Nene had a full-fledged bad attitude. I'm looking like she came in and just killed the vibe of the whole group, the whole session. Like, it was just bullshit. Nene and her goddamn attitude. And I'm like, girl, she come in and Tanya was in another room. And she said, I don't think Tanya gets it. I'm like, bitch, you don't get what? Like, what are you talking about? And everybody looking like, what? What is she talking about? Like, what is? And they like, girl, she just walked in negative. And if you are in that bad of a mood, keep your ass in your room. Okay? Be negative. See damn Nene. Take your ass back to your room now. Cut up that bullshit. Cause I just feel like she just changed her mood. So Nene walking around like a lump on a log, like, what is this? Child, I don't care. Girl, then why are you here? Why are you here? Anyway, Tanya, though, like, I see Nene in a bad mood. I see she's still mad at me, whatever, but I'm going to make sure that we still have a good time. And so she make it about who? About Eva. Because why are they there? For Eva's bachelorette party, okay? And, we see a whole Asian stripper come in. This Look at Eva's face. Look at her face, bro. First of all, this man had on tube socks. And I mean wholeheartedly white tube socks. And I don't know why he was wearing tube socks. And it was just weird. It was Eva's face tells it all. The whole thing was quite shocking and quite like, what the fuck going on here now? Like, what's going on? And he has no package, but I don't think we're surprised about that. It was just weird. It was the tube socks, and they kept saying, take off your socks. Take your socks off. Why are you wearing the socks? Take the socks off. But he don't speak English, so he left his socks on. Anyway, I was like, girl, an Asian stripper was tube socks and no penis. What are we to do? Nothing. Anyway, we do sit and play like some little games or whatever. Tanya had we're going to make up Harajuku dolls and dress them up. And they like, we not 5. 6 or 7, we grown as women. So they then play with some pickles. They come up with the idea to take the pickle, and you have to, it's like a penis, and you have to like imitate your favorite position. So someone has to take the pickle, and you tell them where to place it so they can do your favorite position. I said, well, okay. Now, they all had a good time. Okay, look at this. They all had a good time. At this point in time, even Nene was laughing, giggle, giggle, giggle. We see Eva was first, so Eva wanted to ride Candy, cowgirl style. And that's what they did. So they all laying around laughing, laughing, laughing. You see Portia having a good time. You know what I'm saying? They all look great or whatever. And fun was had by all. Eva was trying to ride Candy. Cynthia wanted to get from the back. Shamari, I believe, was trying to have sex from the side, if I'm not mistaken. It was different, but I'm not different, but it was like, girl, what you doing now? Confused. Anyway, and they, they then went to a club and had a good time. That was really what it was for that particular day. We then see Nene in her room, and she calling Greg. Okay, and she's calling Greg and saying how, I heard you changed the surgery day. He like, yeah, they had it for some time in the afternoon. I don't want to have it in the afternoon. I prefer to have it in the morning. And so I'm going to reschedule it. And I get that. A lot of people say that because when you have a surgery scheduled for the afternoon time, you can't eat all day. So some people don't want to not eat all day and then can eat for the rest of the, what I'm saying? This is too much. If you just have it in the morning, you good for the rest of the day. Anyway. So she then bring up like, we haven't been getting along too well or whatever, we've been beefing. He like, yeah, yeah, I know. And she says how like, I just wish I can get the old him back. I wish a load of him could come back to me. And I'm like, he has cancer. And it's the beginning stages of the cancer. And I feel like she wants something that's not possible yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think eventually, the old Greg will come back a little bit more, but he still is in the middle of the battle. And so it's hard for me to be like, girl, I feel you right now. It's like, it ain't even been a year. You know what I'm saying? You know how long a cattle girl. Anyway, Cynthia didn't come in, they chit-chatting or whatever. And Cynthia come in like, yeah, girl, so much going on or whatever. I'm trying to get my, wine bar together. I'll be having to wake up like 2 a.m. our time to have conversations in Atlanta. Which, child, I know. Yeah, me too. I'm like, well, damn, Nene, you ain't gonna let her talk? No? Okay. Me too. You know what I'm saying? Me and Greg going through it, whatever. And then she brings out her crying voice. The crying voice came out for the tears came out. Sounds like for the tears come out or whatever. And then she just brings up how she's scared that her and Greg may break up. They may not make it or whatever. How people think she's so strong and she, has all this willpower, whatever. And no one realizes she has feelings too. And, I'm tired of putting on the face for everyone. And no one is trying to be there for me. Again, it's like it's hard because while we completely get what she's saying, at the same time, it's like those are the cards you dealt, and you complaining so much about how hard it is, mainly because I don't think she's talking to anybody about anything. I feel like she is keeping it to herself, and so she's making herself feel like she has no one to lean on. But you ain't leaning on nobody. You're not even saying to people, I need this or I need that. And when people are like, well, how things going? You like, oh, girl, it's fine. Greg is fine. We fine. Eventually, if you keep saying I'm fine, they're going to believe you. Okay? You are acting like nothing's changed. So I feel like that's how people ain't over there trying to coddle you because you keep saying we good, we good, we good. So girl, I'm like, Cynthia, I have to remind her that she doesn't have to do it all alone. You know what I'm saying? And everything will be okay. I feel like Nene is just looking for attention. Mainly. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyway, we do see the ladies all go to a samurai fighting sword class or whatnot. And I'm like, okay. Well, who thought to take these ladies to the place where they got swords at? And they basically, Portia's so silly. Portia gonna say, when do I get my man with the fence on? I'm like, this is not fencing. Okay, this is not jousting. Girls, this is samurai swords. Calm down. Anyway. So they have a good time. They pick team one-on-one, and they have the wooden sticks, not their real sword. They're wooden sticks where they're teaching them how to fight or whatever. And they think, okay, now one person has to fight and the other person must die. And so I'm like, well, I don't want to be the dyer. You want to be the dyer? No? We can't play. It was fun. Fun was have all. It was laughing, joking, or whatever. Having a good time. And they laughed and enjoyed each other's company the whole time. And it's a good thing when they do stuff like this where they're all laughing, joking, have a good time. Just like the bachelorette party. Laughing, joking, have a good time. And a good time was had by all. We then see Eva going to see Nene, sitting around chit-chatting or whatever. And then, they went in there but a minute or two, and Nene gets a huge delivery of flowers. Huge, huge flower thing. And, they're from Greg. And then Nene opened it up like, oh, I wonder who these from. It's from your husband. Because who else would send you flowers in Tokyo besides your husband? Okay. Anyway, she read the card a little bit, and she starts crying. And crying or whatever. And I'm like, is her forehead sweat? Is the glue coming off? Is she hot? Anyway, she's crying, and she can't read it. So Eve said, well, can I read it? I would have been like, why we all gotta hear it? Okay. Anyway, it's from Greg, and it's in lovely handwriting or typing or whatever. And it says the nice little thing, basically saying how, I'm saying, I want you to forgive me for being mean, and I want you to let me back in your heart, okay? So we can be one and be together forever, okay? Forever and ever. It was really nice and sentimental. I don't want to read, that's the man words. It was his olive branch to her. And so she up there crying. I don't know if she crying because she realized, am I overdoing it? Am I making my husband feel like he not in my heart anymore? Or was she crying because, oh, he finally gets it, and I'm so happy that I don't know, honey. She kept crying, okay? Kept crying to where she told Eva, no. From there, okay, so we got, she talking, right there, Nene talking, and, she like, I feel like, Greg is the only person who could piss me off, but make me happy within the same 5 seconds of time. You know what I'm saying? It's Greg. Only Greg can do that. We then see old face Nene, okay? And we see old face Greg, okay? And they showed, girl, money does a lot. Money does a lot, okay? The wig is better. They just look better. They look girl, I don't know. Anyway, so as Nene said how, he's saying when they can piss her off and make her happy within the same amount of time. They show this old footage of them two sitting around arguing, and Nene said, I never thought I'd be sitting up here mad at you, but I made about to break up. So it's back when they was, having issues and they divorced. So we see them having that argument. We see him trying to win her back and him like, oh, let's go horseback riding. And they riding horses. And then when they was out on the island somewhere on a couple trip, and she said, do you love me? Yes, I love you. That whole thing. And we see them get remarried and all that stuff. So we see, how they broke up at one season, got back together one season, and then was remarried the third season or whatever like that. And, we then see current day Nene saying how, I want to see if my vows, I want to see my vows all the way through. But I just wonder if it can happen because, it's just so tough. It's just so tough. And then we see in the scene, she's saying to Eva, I just need to be alone. I just need to be alone and, and Eva leave off. And I'm like, so do you want support or you want to, see, that's the thing. She say she wants someone to, be who she can lean on. And while Eva was there trying to be that shoulder to crown, I want to be by myself. I'm like, you can't have it both ways. You can't want people to sometimes be there and then sometimes not. Girl, I just can't. They then go to the last little dinner, whatever. Eva brings up how, it's been a great trip or whatever. We've had some highs and lows. Different things has happened. So I think if we go around the table and everybody get their high and their low, it'd be a great thing. So she says for her being there and having her bachelorette party is definitely the high for her being there. But her grandfather being sick is her low. We see Cynthia say how for her low was, Noelle having to go away to school and her, just dealing with her daughter not being there for the first time. She says, but her high was her finding Mike Hill. She said, after me and Peter got divorced, after I got divorced, but she said, I just was like, I'm just done with I don't want to be married anymore. I just want to be, single and date around. And, that's where I was. But then I met Mike and he just kind of changed all of that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, meeting Mike just made things different. I'm like, okay, Sylvia, okay. We see Candy say how for her, the low was her still trying to balance being a mom, but also being a busy working mom, trying to balance the two. So for her, that's her low, feeling like she's not balancing it correctly. For the high, my businesses are flourishing. I got this business, I got 3 restaurants, I got this, I got that. She's flourishing. All up and through. Okay, all up and through. We see Portia say her low, she's like, I'm not going to feed into any lows. I'm not going to do that. My high is my baby, Dennis or whatever. She brings up how before meeting Dennis, she wasn't hopeful about love and having a family, whatever. And she's like, he just came around and she's like, he just changed all of that, She's like, he literally put life in me. I'm like, that sounded a little nasty, but it's true. He gave me life. And for that, I'm amazing. I'm amazingly grateful. She just said how much she cared for him and how he just, he's the best for her. And that she was talking, Candy was like, well, damn, okay. And she's like, what, I just want to say something or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me say this. I feel shitty about what I said about Dennis. I really do, whatever. She's like, she's like, sitting here, listening to you talk about him, you know what I'm saying things about him. I remember how people were saying shitty things about Todd. And at the time, they didn't get that Todd was something different to me. And she's like, I didn't really even think about how, I didn't think about how it was kind of the same thing. And so she was crying, which made Portia cry too, whatever. And she's like, I apologize for everything that I said. I'm saying I apologize for all of it. And I feel like that was big of Candy. And I don't think she felt like what she did was wrong. I felt like she knew what she did wasn't right at the time. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was her opinion, it wasn't right for her to be saying it here and there and everywhere. So big ups to her for being able to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry, I apologize if I was a shitty person. And I'm like, okay, kudos to Candy. You know, Portia accepts it and says, you know what I'm saying, going forward, we should work on talking to each other, you know, and, you know, we should talk to each other when we have issues and not talk to other people who then can, you know, say this and say that and make it mean some bullshit or whatever. They hug it out, cry it out, or whatever. And we do see, because Candy then, like, we were good friends before all the bullshit happened. Portia and Candy was good friends before Phaedra fucked it up. Phaedra fucked up Candy and Portia's relationship because she was pissed off at Candy. Okay, so it's a cool thing to see. They have hopefully come full circle. I pray the rest of the season don't get fucked up. I pray that they don't go to reunion and be beefing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, they've made up a little bit here, so let's hope that it sticks going forward. Anyway, you know, Shamari brings up her low was her losing her passion to sing a long time ago. Her high was her having her twins and finding her passion to sing again. And she's her and her husband is working on music together. Girl, if it's that 1-2 step new edition BBD shit we've been seeing y'all do all over the Instagram, we don't want that. No. Do your own thing. You don't need Ronnie Joe do wop bop 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 background singer. Do you? Do you, Smart? Your voice is good enough on its own. Nene says how for her, the low for her, of course, was Greg getting cancer. She then said, you know, some other things happen that y'all don't know about or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want to talk about that right now. And I'm like, then why you bring it up? Because I ain't asked you. You could have left it at Greg, you know, Greg had cancer, you know, but she didn't have no high. I mean, I get it. Anyway, and then they go back to the room with a pack, and that's what's in the episode. It was easy breezy episode today, so I'm done. Put your comments below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
He's like love, and music.